might hear the rain. Fortunately, it's raining here in Canterbury, but I just thought of doing a video about uni, really. Like, basically, a year ago I went to this university to do a completely different course to what I'm doing now, and it was quite eye-opening to kind of like do something that was not my option, not something that I actually enjoyed doing, but at least basically they don't tell you when your lessons start or who's going to be your teacher for the upcoming year, etc. You kind of just have to like wait and see what happens. So I ended up going to uni like 2 days or 3 days before. Well, actually it was the day before, and I realised that I didn't know, because on the timetable it was very confusing and it gave me a completely different date. But when I got there, no one turned up, and so I met with the teacher and he told me that you came on the wrong day. So that was great. Also, I had to like sit down and have a meeting with my lecturer because I did not understand what was actually happening. And well, he told me, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this stuff, but basically he is the main lecturer for the course, and because they just added a foundation year, he said, it's very confusing, I'm not entirely sure what's happening because we've just added this new system. And I was thinking, but if you're the core teacher, you should know what's happening because you're the one who organised this. So that was a bit confusing. But I think as much as I didn't like how the organisation was, it was very unorganised. But I did enjoy, learning a new aspect and learning a new course, because for me, I'm curious, and I do enjoy doing things or searching things that are out of my comfort zone. So that was very eye-opening. But currently I am doing photography, so culinary arts is out of the window. But I have to admit that the university here is so more organised. Like, the timetable can be a little confusing, but they're always on it. So if there's a problem with communication, with the timetable, with the course you're doing, they'll just straight away fix the problem. And I absolutely love that when it comes to notifications, they'll send you notification a week beforehand. The other university, you just found out roughly on the day, and then you come in, you end up in the wrong classroom because of the mood change or whatever, and you're just like, where's everyone? So here is more organised, and the thing that I actually love the most, I have to admit, is they bring teachers from level 1. So because I'm currently doing foundation year, we're having a few lessons with some of the level 1 teachers. So it's really useful to sort of transfer from foundation to level 1 without that stress, and we have a little bit of experience so that when we are starting level 1, we know what to do with our assignments, we know how the system works, which I think is amazing because it's really useful to be able to go from foundation to year 1, level 1, without all that stress. And I think universities should do that. They should essentially maybe just kind of bring a brief idea of what's happening on the next level, so that we all know what's to come. And of course, my lectures are really funny and entertaining. Sometimes it can be quite boring to sit down and listen to people talk, etc. But I actually really enjoy this. Like, not just the fact that it's a course that I want to do, it's a subject I want to do, but I have to really admit that my teachers are very enthusiastic and passionate about what they do, so it's really nice. And the fact that everything is organised well and they can help solve situation problems if something's wrong, that's great. And I enjoy like being out of London. Like, I could have chosen a photography course in London, but due to the UCAS point that I had, some of the universities I would have not been accepted, but here I was, luckily. And I think it was quite a good idea just to be away from my family and be more independent, which is good because I do depend on my family quite often, and I prefer being with my family than being alone, but I actually do enjoy this. So yeah, so I just really wanted to have an honest conversation about uni, because like I've seen the difference between both the unis that I went to. I'm not saying that the uni I went before was bad. Like, it is very good in terms of the teaching, etc. It's just the organisation. Like, they need to really sort out the module and like structure it so that people understand, because we didn't even know who we were going to have for the next year. Like, obviously I quit after the summer. I was like, no, I'm not doing this because this is not what I want to do. And I think it's partially because I only chose this course because I thought it was the only thing that could make everyone happy and content with my choices, but also because of the way it was, like the structure and how unorganised it was. It kind of like put me down. You know, you go to uni and you want everything to be perfect so that you understand things, you know what you're doing, you actually enjoy being there. And I didn't really enjoy being there. So luckily, university in Canterbury is absolutely amazing. Great opportunities. You can do Erasmus if you want to. So essentially I could travel to another place and like learn there and, you know, kind of experience things there. But yeah, it's really nice. And of course they're always there to help you. Like, the support is like very strong. Like, so even if you're doing a course and like a specific module, and your teacher and the teacher who's teaching you is not for that module, they will come and help in any case, because they all have the basic understanding of each module, which is good. So for example, if you're doing like academic writing, so you're learning how to write academically and all those things, and referencing and plagiarism, you know, it wouldn't be, you know, and the photography teacher who actually does the practical with you, he's not gonna like say, oh, ask him, ask her, because I don't know this. They're actually really like intellectual and understand each part of the module. So if you are in any doubt and you can't access any information on the internet, or when you try to contact one of the teachers, they don't respond, there's always another lecturer from your course that can help, which is really good. So yeah, I actually really do enjoy this university. I think it's I would recommend Christchurch University of Canterbury. Like, it's the most amazing university, and it's modern, it's big, there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of access to library sources and everything that you really need for doing your course. So that's great.